and I wrote People, brought to you by iTheatre's Creative Edge in January 2014. On the outset, People is a play about an earthquake. It's a fictional earthquake that happens in Japan in 2013 when the play is set. So it's an earthquake that happens in Japan, and there are lives that are affected both directly and indirectly by this earthquake. Intuitively, I started using the earthquake, with all its ideas of separation and destruction as a metaphor for this facet of human relationship. There were a few inspirational moments for me. So one of them was a story my friend who had worked for several years in Japan told me about an encounter with an earthquake, or rather an earthquake that happened while he was there. He was all alone except for this Japanese toilet cleaning lady who was there. And they're all very well instructed, these Japanese people. They're very well educated in the ways of responding to earthquakes. So she helped him calm down, and she told him what to do. And then the most powerful moment for me was when she reached out her hand and held his, and the two of them just waited for the earthquake to end. And then I found that story incredibly powerful, and it spoke to me on a very deep level about the kindness of strangers and the power of kindness in human relationships and things like that. And the challenge is that in the first production and in this production as well, there are like 6 to 8 people playing a huge bunch of characters, so there's a lot of multicasting. There are a couple of reasons for why I wrote so many characters. One is because I've always been drawn to the idea of multicasting and the kind of interesting meanings that arise when one character plays another character. Does that shift the way one character reacts to another, or the way the audience makes meaning of different kinds of character combinations. So that was very intriguing to me. On another hand, there was a kind of fun structural thing I was trying out with this play, which was, could I tell a story with different kinds of theatrical textures? So on one hand, there is a strain that is very naturalistic, it's very dialogue driven, and then there's another strain of the play which is all composed of monologues. And I wanted to see if I could create a kind of coherent play and story out of two completely different textures. And well, I guess you'll find out and you'll see if it works. I'm quite happy with it. I think people should watch People because it is a quite powerful and moving play, I feel, about the nature of human relationships, why we hurt each other, why we need each other, and it's something that I think everybody can relate to, young, old, whatever. But it's also very funny, so it's got some some really incredibly entertaining moments in it as well. So it's not like a sob fest at all. But most importantly, I think you should watch this play because it's being brought to you by a very exciting, young, energetic, and very talented bunch of young actors from Creative Edge, led by the wonderful Jonathan Lam. And it's not every day you get to see something like this, I think. So I'm looking forward to seeing it in the theatre, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing you in the theatre. So see you at People in January 2014.